Should college student athletes be paid to play?
When it comes to the question of should collegiate athletes be paid or not, I think it depends on the campus that you're at and the school that you attend. If you look at Purdue Fort Wayne, we have a very small campus, and so the athletics department is not that large. We don't have a football team, we don't have a few other teams, but I know we have like baseball, softball, basketball, stuff like that. But if you look at larger schools such as Notre Dame or Ball State, they have a lot more people attending the larger games, such as football, which is also televised for them at some points actually. And so they're getting a lot more revenue into the athletics department in general compared to us. I've been to late night classes throughout my 4 years here and haven't really seen too many people attending those games. And I've been told by various students throughout campus that I've met throughout my years that not a lot of people attend the games that they go to as well. And so you don't want to be paying, I think, college athletes in the smaller area schools such as Purdue University, Fort Wayne, as I don't think it is beneficial for the athletics department, as a lot of their revenue from the games will be going into the players' pockets. But if you looked at students who are just now going into college, such as Caitlin Clark, who is a very big name in the women's sports at the moment, I believe she should get paid because she's going to be bringing tons of revenue to I believe it's the Indiana Fever or Heat, one of the two. I'm not a very good basketball person at times, but she will be bringing a ton of people into the stadiums just to watch her play. So should she be given some portion of that revenue? Yes. So I really do think it just depends on the area that you're in, the school that you're at, to really have that answer, because it's a very complex question to think about.
Is it time to pay student athletes?
So 10 years ago, being a former college athlete, I would say that no. At that time, college athletes should not receive any sort of pay or compensation. Fast forward to 2024, where there's a lot of revenue, there's a lot of merchandise sales, college campuses are growing. These college athletes are getting a lot more public attention. And the NIL, which stands for name, image, and likeness, became a really big thing in college athletics this year, in 2024 particularly, where now it is a focus that college athletes receive money. They receive that compensation from merchandise sales in particular. So t-shirts, jerseys, anything with their name on it, they get some sort of revenue from that. And that is what the NIL deal represents in the NCAA. Now, in 2024, it's easy to not disagree for most people that college athletes should not receive pay, especially when they receive scholarship funds to be a college athlete. But there's a lot of different things that we must analyze through this. So college athletes receiving pay, things like ticket sales, the size of the university, the number of athletes at that university, all play a role in whether or not college athletes should receive pay or not. So if we have a large university such as a Big Ten school and SEC schools that bring in anywhere from $80,000 to say $110,000 at an Ohio State football game, yes, that money has to go somewhere, and that money comes from somewhere to fund all of these events. Again, merchandise is a big one that we see now, and ticket costs are probably the highest now that they've ever been for college athletics on many different levels, not just football, basketball tickets, baseball, softball. There's a huge size difference between the number of spectators at college athletic events when you compare conferences, when you compare a Purdue Fort Wayne to a Big Ten school like Purdue University in West Lafayette, or an Ohio State school, or University of Alabama, or Clemson, Notre Dame. Those schools all generate a lot of money. So campus size really plays a huge role in whether or not these college athletes receive pay or not, whether people disagree with it or not. Revenue is a huge reason behind this. So like I said, many years ago, I would say Absolutely not. College athletes should not receive any sort of pay. But now with the way things are and all the changes that have come into college athletics, yes, it is most definitely something that is absolutely necessary.